You're listening to Health Professional Radio. My name is Wayne Bucklar, and joining me today is Tristan White, CEO at the Physio Co. Tristan, welcome to Health Professional Radio.
G'day, Wayne. Great to be here.
Now, Tristan, I see you've been on BRW's list of Australia's 50 best workplaces or best places to work. This has got to be a pretty impressive accolade.
Yeah, look, Wayne, we have. The Physio Co has been really committed to creating a great place to work for a few years. And we've actually been on that great place to work list for the last 7 consecutive years, which is something we're really proud of and something that we're committed to providing a great place to work. And we're very, very proud of that award that we've won over the years.
7 years in a row. Well, I want a job now.
All right. Well, let's keep us in mind then, Wayne.
I suppose I should become a physio first. Tristan, I'm just assuming that a physio is a physio, but I think you do some special things. Tell us what it is the Physio Co does.
Yeah, so Wayne, you're right. We're not your typical physio practice or the like. The Physio Co exists to help oldies stay mobile, safe and happy. And I say that the term oldies with love. And what I mean is the Physio Co works with seniors in aged care homes, in retirement villages and in their own homes to really do just that of keep our clients as mobile, safe and happy for as long as we possibly can. We work with clients right across Australia in those different locations, and we've got this team of about 100 physios, and every year we deliver about 250,000 consultations to Australian seniors to help them stay mobile, safe and happy. That's what the Physio Co is all about.
Now, not only are you a good place to work, but with that number of physios, you'd have to be one of the biggest physio practices around, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think we would, Wayne. I think we're certainly bigger than the typical sort of suburban physio practice who do a great job in their local area, and yeah, we'd certainly be up there with certainly the bigger of the physio and allied health practices in Australia.
Now, Tristan, about 95% of our audience are clinicians, mainly in the acute care sector and the aged care sector. What's the message you'd like them to get as a result of having heard you on Health Professional Radio today?
Look, Wayne, I think the most significant thing I'd like to, like all of our clinicians out there to think about, and because I am a physiotherapist, I'm a qualified physio, and the idea of having a really rewarding career in aged care is not something that many clinicians often think about. And I'd really like to give them some thoughts around what is possible in creating a great career for themselves in an industry which has often been known as the ugly duckling of the health world. And I've personally been working in aged care for the last 12 years. I love it, and I can't possibly imagine working in any other part of our industry for the foreseeable part of my career. So I guess the message I want to share is just that by being committed to whatever client base you've got and doing it with a smile and having some fun, then perhaps we might attract some more people across to the aged care world. And if I could be responsible for helping one person to come across the aged care world, then I'd be pretty excited about that, Wayne.
You're listening to Health Professional Radio. My guest today is Tristan White, CEO at the Physio Co, and we've been talking about what a remarkable place the Physio Co is to work, both as a consecutive year winner for 7 years on BRW's list of Australia's 50 best places to work, and also a place committed to its client group, which is about keeping seniors happy, safe and mobile. Tristan, in every occupation and in every profession there are misconceptions, and I have to confess it's my favourite question. What are the misconceptions you find amongst your customers, clients, colleagues, patients? What's the biggest misconception that drives you nuts and keeps you awake at night?
Yeah, great question, Wayne. The biggest misconception when working as a clinician in aged care is that people think that there's not much engagement and rapport between the clients and the clinician. And you know what? With elderly people with all sorts of challenging health conditions, working with oldies can be such an engaging and challenging and very cerebral type of role to really try and figure out the main problems of a client's health, and then work closely with them and other allied health professionals and health professionals to get the best possible health outcomes for them. So I think that people think that aged care is not a very exciting or engaging place to work, and I just disagree with that entirely. It's you get out the engagement and the return of what you put into your work in aged care, that's for sure.
Tristan, I can understand why that's a misconception you'd like to see dispersed, and with a bit of luck we can dispel that a little bit today amongst our audience on Health Professional Radio. Can I just say it's been a pleasure having you on the air with us. How do people get in touch with you?
Best way to find me is via the Physio Co, Wayne, and that's you can find us at thephysioco.com.au is our website. Here in Australia, the phone number is 1300 797 793, and of course find us on Facebook, on Instagram, or even my very own personal blog at tristanwhite.com.au.
Well, with all those ways, I'm sure people will be able to get in touch one way or the other. Tristan, thank you very much for joining us today.
You're welcome, Wayne. Thanks for having me.
If you just joined us on Health Professional Radio, you've missed my conversation with Tristan White, the CEO of the Physio Co. But the good news is we have a transcript on our website. We also have an audio archive of the interview on both SoundCloud and YouTube. And you can find all of those resources on the Health Professional Radio website at www.hpr.fm. My name is Wayne Bucklar. You're listening to Health Professional Radio.